Good afternoon, this is Alex Panovich. I'm here at Dr. Zurkat's office where I was referred to lose weight. I was 296 pounds when I got here. He gave me the protocol of the HCG and I ended up losing 37 pounds in 40 days. I'm much healthier, much happier. I can't wait till I start my next cycle, and which I'm looking forward to. It takes about 6 weeks waiting time between cycles to be effective. I recommend Dr. Zurkat highly, and anybody who uses them will be very happy with the results.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I've lost 33 pounds on the HCG diet and protocol under the care of Dr. Zurkat. I look better, I feel better, and the pounds just melted away. I can't wait till my next round of HCG so the pounds can fall off even more.
Hello, my name is Jody. I'm the therapist here at Integrated Care and Wellness. Here at the center, we highly believe in detoxing. We have a weight loss program that goes hand in hand with detoxing. This over here is our colon hydrotherapy device. This is a far and near infrared sauna, which what this does is that far and near infrared heat penetrate into the lymphatic system, and you'll sweat out through your lymph nodes. Unlike a normal sauna where you sweat through your skin, this is going to penetrate.
Yeah, so far you have heard from two people, Mr. Panovich and Lynn Goldman, how they were struggling with weight problem and how they lost quite a bit of weight in a very short time in our clinic. I have been practicing medicine for over 40 years, and since then all kinds of modalities were introduced and we gave it to people to lose weight. I tried it myself and I know how frustrating it is to try to lose weight. It was so difficult until lately. Lately I got to practice with a protocol which is not exactly new, but it is just being more popular at the time being. It has been practiced 50 years ago by a genius doctor by the name of Dr. Semyon from England. Dr. Semyon noticed that women who are pregnant, they were very in poor health in India. However, they produced a healthy baby and they lost weight in the process. So the idea came to him, like, why is this happening? And he came out with the right answer. The answer is, we are, as human beings, we are accumulating fat because we eat more than what we need. But the body stores that fat for a rainy day, just in case you get stranded. Everybody, I think, remembers how the people in Chile, some miners were under the ground for 60 some days. And these people survived on very little food. How is that? Let me explain. So the body stores the fat that is needed for a rainy day, as I said. But that fat is three kinds. One kind which is ready to be used for energy at any time. Another fat which is supposed to be protective of our body, which is the fat under the skin and the fat around our heart and our intestine and our kidneys and our organs, the important organs. This fat is important because it is a cushion for any trauma, for anything that hurts you. Can you imagine if you didn't have fat between your bones in your feet and your skin and you jump? It will hit directly, the bones hit the ground, you will break those bones. It is just because of that fat which is between the foot and the bone, that is cushioning you. So this fat is important. And there is a third kind of fat. That is the fat which the body will put it there and you cannot reach it for daily use. That fat in men is around the stomach, and in the thighs. For women, it is in the thighs and in the buttocks. Why is that fat? That fat is meant if you have to go through starvation, where for some time you will not have access to food or very little food, you will still survive. What happens when you do dieting regularly? You eat less and you exercise, that is fine. The body will use the fat which is immediately available for energy, and once it finishes with that, it start using your muscles, because it is not going to touch that stubborn area which is in the stomach in man and in the thighs and hips in woman. But what you really want is that this fat to go away. Only in one condition that Dr. Simeon found that the brain will send a signal to the body to use those reserves. And that is when a woman gets pregnant, because at that time, for the development of the baby and the fetus, everything has to be given for the proper growth and survival of the fetus. In that case, that fat which is in the stomach, buttocks, and which you normally go for liposuction to get rid of it, is used. Okay, how can we make the brain, which is an area in the brain called the hypothalamus, that is the area that actually send the messages and the orders to open those stores, is to give the false impression to the body that the body is pregnant. So Dr. Simeon started injecting the substance which is present in the blood of a pregnant woman called chorionic gonadotropin, or HCG for short. And he noticed that if they eat less, they don't feel hungry, they don't feel tired. Why? Because the body opened all the stores of fat to go into the blood and to be used as energy source. So people from the 50s, 60s, and 70s used to go to doctors and have a daily injection of what is called HCG, with the idea that this is going to open their stores to lose fat. And they lost weight. They lost 1 pound every day, provided that they ate very little food, which is okay, because your body doesn't need the food from the outside. It is already burning its own fat for your energy. So it is like your car having unlimited supply of oil and gasoline from outside, so you don't need to buy it. That was the reserve for a rainy day. Now you are using it. Okay, that is the idea why these people are losing weight. And you have to follow a strict protocol. But in 40 days, you could lose 30 pounds and keep it off. And it is as simple as that. I did it myself. I will show you my picture 8 months ago, and now you see me talking to you. I lost that weight. I didn't recommend it to people until I used it personally. And I am convinced that this is something that you would love to have, and to get rid of this problem once and for all. This slide, which you are looking at now, is a demonstration how on the left side is the human body with all the fat which is stored in it. And you will see that there are multiple kinds of fat. Fat under the skin, fat around the organs of the body, and fat in the hips and buttocks and stomach. And that is exactly what fat people look like. And the fat they wish to get rid of and to look like the other picture on the other side is by losing the fat which is mostly in the stomach, thighs, and buttocks. And that can only happen if you are in severe starvation for months and months. And most people don't last on their low-calorie diet for that long. Or if you have the HCG. It used to be only in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. If you want to follow this diet and protocol and to lose weight, you have to have an injection that you give it to yourself or somebody give it to you on a daily basis for 40 days. And that, I am sure, nobody wants to be very excited about it. However, now we have it just like this. It is a nasal spray where you go in the morning and you just push one push and in the other side, and that is all what you need for the whole day. After that, you'll eat low-calorie diet, just enough to keep your repair of your system going on without feeling any hunger, because you are already burning your own fat. How does the protocol work? The protocol works by you for the first 2 days, day 1 and day 2 of when you start the program. You take the nasal spray and then you eat for these 2 days as much as your heart desires of fat food. That is important. Don't try to do without it. It is important to give your brain the message that there is enough fat so that it will give the orders to release the fat stores. After that, day 3 on, you will be on a strict protocol where you take a piece of meat and 1 piece of vegetable, 1 piece of fruit for lunch, and the same thing for dinner, but different, of course. You could use different meat, different vegetable, different fruit. And you go on that with drinking lots of water, because your body wants to get rid of all the toxins and all the products of burning your own fat. You need to drink a lot of water, and you will see that you will be hungry maybe the first day or 2, but after that you will be fine. Actually, you will forget that you haven't eaten, and you will weigh yourself every morning, and you will see that you lost 1 pound or 3/4 of a pound every day. Men even do better than women. It is funny, but that is how it is. Men do better and they lose their fat as rapidly as I am saying.